And don't click away from that channel. This one right here. Welcome back, everybody. It's Zero Designs for another fabulous, wonderful intro into my next art vlog. So, congratulations on making it to video number 16. If this is your first time, congratulations. Nothing has changed for me at all whatsoever. But my artwork is improving with time, and this, in particular, is one of my newest favorite videos, content ever. Like, not the actual video itself, because I'm a little crazy, but hey, either way, my artwork for this is absolutely fabulous. But until we get to that point, I think it's time for a short intro. Okay, short intro should be over. Now, what is this drawing about? Am I actually going to get to the point on this particular episode? You bet. Here it is, my friends. Maybe, no, I'm going off track. Okay, there it is. All right. So, the idea behind this was it's going to be a mummy. It's coming out of a sarcophagus, which, quite honestly, I don't really know how to draw. At least I thought that. There were some tweaks later on I wish I could have done, and I might still go back and redo. But I feel like in the future, long future from now, probably a year from now, I want to go back and redraw like my favorite drawings. So this is probably going to be one of them. I really did enjoy like how it ended up coming out. Now, like all my drawings, they start out awful, really, really bad. Like you need to watch all the way through to see when it actually looks halfway decent, because it's gonna be a little bit of time. My drafts, my artwork, look nothing like what I actually end up doing. Like, look, there's my hand. It's just a circle with sticks coming out of it, right? Great job on a hand. I actually don't do too bad, but I need to be able to have like that outline. That is my rough draft. And if anybody who has ever drawn, I have the roughest drafts out there, just because I really need those guidelines for me to be able to really kind of develop where I want with the shapes. Otherwise, I'm all over the place and I'm kind of guessing and it just doesn't work. Now you guys are like, well, what about the header? So you need the outline. Okay, I did. This is my next version of the outline, okay? So I was kind of like, some of the things I've learned or kind of observed in artwork, I guess you kind of, if you study long enough, you start to see certain characteristics that people use to draw hands and shapes, and I'm getting used to applying that a little bit. Anatomy is not an easy subject for me for artwork. I don't think it's an easy subject for anybody, and probably one you should learn if you really want to get into like character design and all that. I don't focus too much on character design at all, but I feel like I will in the future, so it is something that I do try and get a little bit in there. You know, if you guys have been watching with me for a little while, my drawings are all over the place, all types of content, all types of creation. It's awesome, it's fun, and we have just a great time. I have a great time. We, like there's plural, yes, there's multiple people in this head, okay? Probably is. Nonetheless, I am learning different aspects about artwork, and you know what? This has been so great for me. And I've come to realizing that today as I was like going through stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Like yesterday I did a drawing kind of related to this. Kind of not. You'll see later on. But yeah, I felt like, man, I'm improving so much as an artist just because I'm practicing more, right? Like, and I'm doing it in such a fun way, right? Because I get to make the videos and I get to make the content, right? So I'm not focused on like, oh my gosh, I drew for 4 hours today, which can be fun. It can, but also can be really tiring. It's nice as a creative person to kind of have like a little bit outlet. Like I can't constantly come up with just idea after idea after idea after idea with drawing. Sometimes I can, but I need something in between. So like having a video that I got to edit and some other artwork or anything, or even just coming up with ideas, like I have a really cool plan for after I hit 25 videos of just straight art vlogs. I want to start like 2 more series. They're still in the works, so I can't talk too much about it, but comment if you want to know more, like all those cool things. And yeah, there's so many things I really, really want to talk about and do and try. And you know, I at first I was like, man, you know, you start the YouTube grind again, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, right? Like the views, all that. But you know what? I was realizing, like, man, there's so much productive thing that even if I never get many viewers ever, right? 4 years down the line, and I've still got 10 viewers, which I really hope not. Let's be honest. I'm not making this to only have 10 people ever watch this. But regardless, like, even if that were the case, I'm gonna improve as an artist so much that it's like, worth it. Like, that alone is very valuable. I don't want to take a bunch of classes and be bored and learn it's just not fun for me. There's no enjoyment for me. I like to be artistic, but it does not mean I need to follow everyone else's rules and critiques of myself. Like, I need to make sure I cut a little snippet out because I was kind of screwed up. But yeah, like, I enjoy critiquing myself and like working and trying new things and details, and maybe things that maybe more realism or less realism, right? Or more mathematically designed, asymmetrical design, you know, whatever I'm wanting to do at that moment. That's why I'm trying to do like all sorts of different things anymore. But like, I don't want to sit there and be like, you need to draw like this, set the little part, you know, maybe it works for some of you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just doesn't work for me. I don't want to sit there and be like, man, gotta do shading again today because I gotta get that practice in. I'm just gonna get so much better if I just learn how to shade that one proper spot. Do I need to learn shading? Yes. Should I apply it? Yes. You know what? I'm gonna have a drawing that really is gonna require more shading, and I'm gonna like practice and learn that way. Like, how does the lighting hit? What would the light do for it? Right? And maybe then I'll research 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, trying to figure out like, how do I do this properly? But this forces me to like be more imaginative. Like, I'm not trying to copy anyone's style. I'm doing mine. And that's okay. That's where I'm at. Not everyone's like that. But I really encourage you, if you've stumbled upon this video and you've never drawn, or you've drawn a lot and you hate the criticism that you give yourself because, my gosh, you're just not good as everybody else. Okay? One, you will always improve if you continue to practice it. That's why I'm doing it this way. I really do think that YouTube helps me with that because it's like, accountability. I got to make content for Instagram. I got to make content for YouTube. The only way that's going to happen is if I sit down and draw it, right? So I force myself to try it. And you know what? 5-10 minutes in, and I usually like it. This particular drawing, I'm not going to lie. I got 15 minutes into it. And I'm like, I can't do this. I really thought that. I was like, I can't figure out how I'm going to draw this in a way that I'm going to like it. And I almost gave up on the project. And you know what I thought? I was like, you know what? No, I spent 15 minutes on this. I'm making it work. If it takes me 2 hours, 3 hours, I'm going to make it work. You know, it only took an hour. I'm very happy that I still managed to get it in the timeline. It ended up being really funny. It's a fun little toilet paper ad campaign. And, you know, I even had a friend, his mother, right, showing her this, and she makes a joke, and I'm laughing, right. I end up calling this company Tuck Paper, right, and you'll see it later. It's gonna be like committed to you since 2500 BC, right? Just some astronomically stupid number, you know, just kind of a little poking the fun at like mommy's wearing what essentially is toilet paper to me, right? Just paper wrapped around the body, you know. It's cool. And then she's sitting there and she reads the title and she's like, oh yeah, tut tut for your butt. And I'm like, I'm falling over. I think that's hilarious. Now I've got like 2 different things. I wish I had gone back. I might still do that and like edit that little catchphrase because it was just so humorous. But it was like, yeah, I gotta give that level of enjoyment to someone else. It weird as context, but it strangely enough it worked. Now, I know this video should be wrapping up very shortly, so I'm gonna have to get off with you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna miss that. Please stick around. Check out some other videos of mine. There's a lot of different ways to do that. Going to the channel is probably the best way. You might have gotten a recommendation page right underneath with another video. Go check it out if you liked it. Make sure to like this video, get it out there so that more people can see the wild and craziness that is my channel, and that is what I'm going to be about. Thank you so much for being here, though. I'm going to end my vocals on it. Pretty sure, because it should be wrapping up, and I'm usually wrong, but this is going to be the end for me. So, goodbye.
Hey, I don't think you're there, but it's 2 a.m. I'm awoke and scared. I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight. Do you still sleep with that old brown bed that I won for you at our first date fair? I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight. I know some days we all cry, we break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go sometimes. I know some days we all cry, we break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go.